Dear boomers, what can Leo Tolstoy teach us about what it is like to be human? I came across a quote that is, if you feel pain, you are alive. If you feel other people's pain, you are a human being. So, what does this mean? It is a profound statement and a profound quote that captures the essence of what it means to live in an attitude of empathy. So today we will go into this in depth and explore this quote. What does it mean to feel, to connect, and live as a fully realized human being? Now, pain is unavoidable, part of the human experience. There's no doubt about that. Whether it's physical, emotional, or spiritual, feeling pain reminds us that we are alive. I have done many meditation sessions on pain in my body that direct energy to that pain often dissipates that pain and makes it kind of turn into something not only just manageable, but it goes away. So Tolstoy's words remind us to embrace reality rather than run away from it. We can't deny pain of any kind, emotional, physical, spiritual. We cannot deny it, but most people do deny their pain. And pain, in many ways, is the teacher we most often resist. So when we open ourselves up to pain, we are opening ourselves up to the greatest teacher we may ever have. Because pain wakes us up. We wake up when we are in pain. It forces us to pay attention. It's the fire that burns but also heals. It's the first step in a cycle of transformation. Without it, would we truly grow? Would we evolve? As we sit with pain, our own pain, we come closer to understanding the nature of life itself. So, a lot of times when you have pain, it's good to write about it, to sit with it, turn off all of the different programs and movies, and just sit with the pain and feel it and breathe, not only with it, but through it. Breath is the ultimate healer of all times. Now, Tolstoy doesn't just stop there. He says feeling pain is only the beginning. To be truly human, we must go beyond our own experience. That leads us to the second part of the quote, the humanity of feeling other people's pain. And it has to do with empathy, the ability to feel and understand another person's pain is at the core of what makes us human. And that was what it was like to be a nurse. We often empathized with people's pain, and we sat with them, and we helped them breathe through it. So Tolstoy believed that our humanity is not just measured by how we endure our struggles, but by how we respond to the struggles of others. So think about it. When was the last time you truly connected with someone else's pain? Was it a friend grieving the loss of a loved one? Or when a friend received a dire diagnosis, were you able to sit with them as they experienced the shock of hearing what might be the end of their life? How about a stranger's story of a hardship, or perhaps a cause that touched your heart? These moments of connection, it's all about connection. Connection is the greatest thing of all, or is when we move beyond survival and step into a deeper form of living. Now, so empathy is not about solving somebody's problems. When when they're suffering, you don't offer up solutions. You sit with them You listen is basically the only thing you really have to do. We can't take away anybody's pain, but we can bear witness. We can say, I see you, I feel you, I love you, and you are not alone. This is the highest expression of humanity. In today's world, it's easy to feel disconnected. We scroll through endless feeds, bombarded by headlines, and sometimes grow numb to the suffering around us. But Tolstoy's wisdom reminds us that feeling other people's pain isn't a burden, it's a gift. It's a call to action. I'm sorry, little man. So he was feeling a little bit of pain too. Oh, I'm so sorry, so sorry. Imagine what the world could look like if more people paused to truly care, like I'm doing right now. Oh my goodness, my little man. Oh my God. Empathy can heal families torn apart by misunderstandings, mend communities divided by hate, and inspire global movements for change. So, how do we cultivate empathy in our daily lives? We can take Tolstoy's words and apply them to our lives. Here are a few ways, as I just mentioned. Listening deeply. Practice listening without interrupting or planning your response. Just make listening a meditation. Make listening a spiritual practice. Sometimes people just need to be heard, like my little dog here. He got caught up in something and he started to screech. And as always, practicing gratitude. Recognize the shared humanity in both joy and pain. Gratitude is our blessing, and it makes us more open to helping others in need. So regular practices of gratitude helps us to connect with everyone around us. And then gratitude can help us step into other people's shoes. We can volunteer. We can read diverse perspectives, not just stuff we agree with, or simply reach out to someone going through a tough time. And also pause before judging. Or if you notice that you're judging, recognize it and let it go. The next time you're quick to judge someone's actions or decisions, pause and ask yourself, what might they be going through? And also be vulnerable. This is very important. Share your own struggles when appropriate, because a lot of times people don't want to hear somebody else's struggles as they go through their own because they're too knee deep in suffering. But vulnerability often invites deeper connection. Empathy is not something we are born knowing. It's something we need to practice. And the more we practice, the more human we become. So today's quote is a reminder and a challenge. To feel pain is to be alive, but to feel other people's pain is to truly live. So I challenge you today, take a moment to connect. Reach out to someone who might be struggling. Share a kind word. Offer a listening ear. Because when we care for one another, we remind ourselves what it means to be human. What it means not only to be human, but to be almost above the human condition. We have to elevate our emotions. Gratitude helps us to do that. And as we elevate our emotions, we feel more connected to everything and everyone as we go forward. So, thank you for spending time with me today. There's going to be a video that shows up right here, and click on it and enjoy, and subscribe.